A snake will hiss and sometimes rattle its tail. A peacock will display its feathers and make chirping noises towards you. A dog will bare its teeth and bark and snarl. Nature has its own unique ways of telling us to stay away because herein danger lies. Why is it that in a civilized society we lose the ability to perceive these same signals? Let's take a look at one guy who should have listened to the snarling dog in this reality check.
Let's see what he gonna do. What he gonna do? 1, 2, 3. Get him one. Get him one. Oh, hey, call ambulance.
When you have two guys going at it and they've decided they're going to settle their differences like men, translation, like morons, what we have here is one guy instantly dropping into a balanced, poised, and controlled stance. This is the physical equivalent of that snarling dog that I referenced in the intro. There is no way you can look at this guy and think he doesn't know how to throw a punch. His posture, his poise, his balance, his timing, his stance, everything seamlessly goes into there. He's tight and he's ready to go. The other guy that's facing him doesn't have this. He instead relies on the, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I just rely on looking mean stance. It's an interesting gambit. Let's see how it works out for him. As we all know, it doesn't turn out too good. When you have a guy that's so clearly much more capable than he may have first appeared, and you continue to decide to engage with this guy with intimidatory tactics, that's okay, provided you've got something in your pocket to back it up. If all you can do is stand there and splay, you're probably going to have bigger issues going on. Even the guy that's actually able to fight recognizes this, and he instead lulls him in. He drops the hands as if to invite the confrontation and the conflict to come forth. Interesting adrenal play that's going on here. Two guys don't want to lose face. Two guys feel so aggrieved that they're going to physically fight about it, but two guys are also got that adrenaline coursing through their veins. Now, the guy that's the more experienced one will recognize this feeling. This is probably the same thing he's had in the gym, he's had it in sparring. If he's competed, he's probably even had it in some matches. And the ability to take that feeling from the gym, from a competitive environment, and translate it directly to a street-style confrontation is invaluable. Is it the same? No, of course it's not the same. But what you do in practice will allow you to do it more easily in reality. The shots you miss in practice means you don't miss them in a match, because that's how you get good at something. Even without a direct translation of ability, it's amazing to see how one person can thrive in a stressful situation more than another's. There's a TV show in the UK, those Survivor, those Get Me Out of Here, I'm a Celebrity shows that you'll see on there. And they have Olympians and they have influencers. The Olympians consistently perform better than influencers, not because they're more skilled, not because they know the environment better, but because their mental discipline is such they're used to focusing on a task in hand and digging in deep for those inner reserves. And influencers used to digging in deep for a spare memory card for their phone. That's about it. What we have here is a guy that can fight and a guy that can't fight, but the guy that can't fight does not want to lose his face. The adrenaline is probably going through his system something chronic, and you can see from his body language he stood off, and he doesn't want to go into this range because he knows there's smoke there. When the guy drops his hands and starts to advance closer, he then goes for what is probably his only chance. I would say it's a puncher's chance, but for that, you have to be able to punch. Let's call this a swinger's chance. He goes through the fences, ventilates everybody in the immediate area, cooling them down on a hot day, for which I'm sure they're grateful, and then he proceeds to do what in technical terms we call eat shit. He gets cracked and he gets dropped like a bad habit. This is the problem. If you're an angry person, if you've got all this venom and bile within you and you can't fight, you need to put a cap on that, because you're going to get yourself in a lot of situations like this with people that are more than capable of throwing knuckle and making your day a problem. Flip side of the coin, if you can fight and you know how to do this to someone, you need to get a cap on that too as well. Because what are you gaining from this? There's nothing to be gained here. There's no money, there's no honor, there's nothing here but two guys deciding to have a fight. If you're that capable, if you're that much better, walk the hell away. Walk the hell away. Because a head bouncing on the concrete, that ain't worth it. That's brain damage. That's potential death. It's also an assault charge, a criminal record, a loss of a job, a loss of liberty, a loss of all the things that go along with that because you wanted to crack this guy on the chin. He didn't want to know. Carry on walking away. If he follows you, by all means, feed him all the knuckle sandwiches he can eat and give him a buffet of a boot and a bollocks if he needs one of those as well. But only if you need to. In the Reality Check series, as I teach them here, in the Reality Check video training course, which is available to buy, I always stress the guys, I'm not saying it's wrong to hit someone, I'm not saying it's wrong to react physically, but I'm saying make it a choice, not a reaction. Are you working towards your higher purpose, your higher self, your end game here? As you know, my cup of tea and a packet of biscuits is always what I want to go for. You may have a different end game, but cracking someone because you can, rather than because you need to, probably isn't the way to do that. If you can fight, check your temper. If you can't fight, check your temper. Either way, check your temper. Because as every good swordsman knows, a steel that's tempered wrongly will break under pressure. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for staying to the end of the video. So many people click off because they've seen the violence porn and they think that's all it's about. As someone that's actually committed to becoming a better person and to maybe taking action and improving themselves, I would like to offer you a very special discount. If you go on the link below to our Reality Check training series page and you enter the code RealityCheck20, you'll receive a 20% discount off the training materials that we're offering. This course is unlike anything that's on the market already. I've put over 30 years of martial arts experience, over 20 years of law enforcement experience, and the basis for the reality checks into this course. I'm confident it will make a difference in how you approach life and certainly in how you approach self-defense situations. So by clicking that link and entering the code RealityCheck20, you're going to get a discount on this course that, without word of a lie, will change your life. And if you don't believe us, just ask for the money back and we'll return it with no questions asked. Thank you for being an action taker. Thank you for staying with us, and I'll see you next time.